What's going on, Timberwolves fans? Tyrus again, back with another Timberwolves Today. It's a lovely Friday here. Sorry I've missed a few episodes, but this is officially episode number 10. That's pretty exciting. I'm pretty pumped about that. Um, yeah, we're going to call this episode the episode of atonement because in the last few episodes, I've made some mental lapses. I have. And there's not a lot I can say other than that. So, hand goes up. I'm sorry. I mean, there's nothing more I can say about it. In one of the last episodes, we went ahead and we talked about who I thought might be the Timberwolves' biggest rival. I mentioned teams like the Lakers and the Nuggets and the Warriors, I think I mentioned in there too. I still stand by those, but I mentioned OKC being our biggest rival now. I still don't think that's wrong. Like, yeah, the Lakers stole our team. We gotta get over that. Like, that was so long ago. Like, that's like I understand us still being mad at the Stars. Like if you're a Wild fan, you can be mad at the Stars in the NHL, but like the Lakers Timberwolves thing, like that was a long time ago. Like I feel like that is anything like pre Jerry Buss, like Lakers feels like an eternity ago. So I'm fine with the Lakers, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna say OKC is the biggest rival that we have. I am. I mean, it feels pretty damn fair. Um, they've got the same kind of roster we do, young guys, but also experienced guys. They just won their first title before we did, which is frustrating. And I feel like Ant is going to internalize that, and we're going to see that come out this next season, hopefully. Um, right behind him, I'm putting the Nuggets, guys. Like the battles that we've had with them are way more important than the battles we've had with the Lakers or the Warriors as of late. Like the Lakers are a glorified like 5 seed. Like, and the Timberwolves have to be better than that. And the Warriors are a shell of what they've been. Like, I understand that Curry was out for the entire series when we played him last season, but that doesn't mean like they were still an okay team. They still had Jimmy Butler, Kaminga, Draymond Green, Podes. Like, not a bad team. Certainly not. What would that have made? What were they? I don't remember what seed they were, but we were the low seed on that. And I don't know. I don't think anyone can surpass OKC as being our biggest rival. And I don't even know who OKC would say is their biggest rival. You know? Like wouldn't they say it's us? I feel like we'd be the little brother in this situation, unfortunately. And OKC would pick us as their biggest rival. They wouldn't be like, "Oh, the Lakers are our biggest rival. Oh, the Nuggets are our biggest rival." It's us. Like we've played them the most. They might actually say the Nuggets. They would have said the Mavericks. They would have said the Mavericks, I bet. But then Luka got traded. Maybe, man, that's tough for them. But I'm saying OKC is the Wolves' biggest rival, and I'm standing by it. I'm standing very, very on top of that point. So go ahead and battle me down in the comments. I'm sure I'll see you there. Uh, but yeah, I mean, makes sense to me, no? That's all I really got for you on that. But second atonement that I need to make for one of the last episodes. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I had some family in town, and we all know what that does to the brain. But second thing we need to talk about are my Western Conference standings. Yeah, I made some mistakes. Um, Not gonna play the clip back of me, making the seeding, but I'm pretty sure I went OKC, Wolves, fill in the blank after that. I left the Rockets off of that. That wasn't very good of me. No, yeah, that was horrible journalism by me. So we're gonna redo that quick. Uh, Firstly, we're sticking with OKC at the one. As much as it sucks to say, OKC is the one. They're gonna be good so long as nothing horrible happens to them. Two is the Timberwolves. I think we're gonna have a better season than last year. The team is more gelled, and we kind of saw that happen with the team that had Cat the year we made it to the Western Conference Final. They got to gel the season before. Next season, Western Conference Final. Hopefully, this is a year we make it to the finals and we don't get stalled out again. Please. Uh, three. Three. I'm gonna say the Lakers are at the three. I believe in them. This is probably changing up a bit from where my last prediction was, but Lakers 3. I'm throwing the Rockets in at 4 then. I'll squeeze them in. And then that leaves us with like a bunch of teams who we could start to place. We've got the Warriors, the Nuggets. Let's start there. Let's go Nuggets at 5, Warriors at 6, and then we can work on the play-in teams. And these are always just kind of like out there. So 7, I'm going to go Grizzlies. I like the Grizzlies at 7. They're not going to be as good without Desmond Bane and some other pieces, but 7. 8, let's go with the Spurs. I think the Spurs are going to be better than people are expecting for sure. 9 are the Clippers. Sorry, not sorry. 10, give me the Mavericks. I kind of like Cooper Flag making the play-in, but maybe not making the playoffs, That'd be the Western Conference Finals. That all feels a lot more fair than my previous estimate. Sorry, I saw the comment on that one, and that's why this is the episode of Atonement. I'm standing up for my mistakes. That was a bad one. Missing the Rockets in the playoffs was a bad mistake. But no, I really do feel like there's a lot of teams that are going to be interchangeable in the West. The Wolves, Rockets, Lakers, Warriors, all being those teams. Even OKC and the Nuggets too, if they'd be interchangeable. OKC might stand out among the rest. I don't think last year was a flash in the pan. That'd be crazy to say that it was. There was too much growth through their team. Unfortunately, that's a bad thing for us. But still a good team, and I think they're going to stand out among everyone else. And I hope the Wolves can hold on to the 2 seed and not slip out of it like we've seen them do before. So yeah, I mean, atonements are done. No more. Clean slate. We can start over. Guys. Oh yeah, staring at my own slides over here. Guys, we just keep appearing on the first games of new streaming. Like, it's wild. Like, the NBA just rolled over all of their streaming to new platforms or whatever, and Prime and Peacock are the 2 big ones, and taking place of obviously Max and no, I think it's actually just Max. ESPN stuck around obviously, so Hulu and Disney get to stick around too. But no, so we were on the first Peacock game, October 24th. We're going to be on the first. No, sorry, this is October 24th. October 27th was the first Peacock game, kicking off the season on Prime, October 21st, 24th. October 24th versus the Lakers. First game on Prime. Timberwolves are dominating in nationally televised games. I understand that we're the like a reigning Western Conference finalist team, but it's weird to see this team be in the position of being a nationally televised team. We haven't been that since KG. Like after KG, if you turned in a can of soup, you're getting a Timberwolves ticket. That's how bad things have gotten there for a little bit. So to get over, I think we ended up with over 20, I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but over 20 games that are at least streamed or nationally televised. Crazy. And I think we're 6 in order, like, of the most nationally televised and streamed games. So a lot of eyes are going to be on the Timberwolves this season. And we just kind of have to hope that we don't crack under the pressure there. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool how much spotlight Anthony Edwards has brought this team. Like, he's one of those guys that I hope we get another decade out of, so at least this can continue. It'd be super cool. And lastly, today is a bit of a big one. Who's going to get that final roster spot? I was reading a bit today. We obviously are expecting it to go to a veteran. That's a no-brainer. Some names we've heard tossed around. One that I tossed around, Malcolm Brogdon. He's on that short list. But then I saw a couple other ones too. That being Campaign, Don't Want Campaign, and Landry Shamet, or Shamit, however you want to say his name. I don't love either of those. Like, I mean, they may not play more than like 9 minutes a game, if that. But there was a 4th name on the article, and that name was Bones Highland. He's a guy we got on a 2-way towards the end of last year. Obviously, he like such a weird career for him. Like, he got so much hype around him while he was on the Nuggets, and then the Clippers traded for him, or other way around, maybe. but he was hyped either way, and then he just disappeared into a depth chart. And so they ended up letting him go. The Timberwolves signed him to a two-way, goes off in the G League for us. He's too good for the G League, but there's no room for him anywhere on an NBA team. And he doesn't fit into anyone's scheme right now. So I honestly hope it goes to him. He's a little bit younger than the other guys. Maybe not by a ton, but he is younger. And I think it gives us a more flexible option at the point guard position. He's athletic. He's not going to jack up shots like Campaign is. I don't like Campaign if you haven't gotten the vibe from that yet. And I honestly think that's the direction the Timberwolves should take that last roster spot. It seems fairly obvious to me. But what do I know? Not a lot. I really don't. That's going to be it for today. I forgot to pull a card out for the random card, but I am wearing my Johnny Flynn t-shirt. So Johnny Flynn is the random player to end the game. One of the two guys who drafted over Steph Curry. And with that, you guys all take care, and I will see you guys on the 11th episode.